Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and today I created a beautiful Yin Yoga sequence around loosening up our hips. A lot of the Yin Yoga practice focuses on the hips because we do hold a lot of tension and tightness in that area, and loosening up our hips is what makes us feel much better, and it's actually a sign of good health. So tight hips do create a lot of chronic pain in your low back. They limit your mobility and makes you feel a lot older than you should feel. So let's work on that together. And for today's class, you don't need anything else than a bolster and 2 blocks, and we will be diving in this right away. So I'm going to invite you to bring the sole of your feet together. We're going to start with butterfly, which is a position I really like to start with. And we're going to keep about a 1 foot distance between our groin and our heels here. And we're going to lengthen our spine, drop our shoulder blades back down, closing our eyes. We can take a few breaths here, calming the mind, calming the body. And when you're ready, 1 big inhale. Exhale, let's walk our fingertips forward, find our edge, and hold stillness right here. So as soon as you feel that the tension is enough in your inner groin, you can just stay there comfortably or as much as you can and allow the tension to dissipate by focusing on your breath and doing nothing else. And we can slowly walk our hands back, raising our upper torso, releasing our legs here. You can wiggle your knees left and right a little bit, just getting the blood flow to move properly. And then opening up the flesh of our glutes here so that we can sit more comfortably. We're going to bring the right ankle on top of the left knee, squaring off our hips here for square pose. So aligning the right knee with the left foot and the right foot with the left knee here. So dropping back down our shoulder blades once more. Big inhale here. Exhale, walking our fingertips forward and then finding our edge where we feel enough tension in the right glute here. So let's soften up into the posture, connecting with the breath. They say that healthy hips, makes for a healthy body, and a healthy body makes for a healthy mind. So let's work on that today to connect all of that together and creating our overall wellness. And we can walk our hands back, uncrossing our legs here, and transitioning slowly on your own time to the other side. Bringing the left foot on top of the right knee, aligning our knees and feet together here into square pose on the other side. And now we're going to be working on our left glute here. So one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward, finding our edge, and then softening up into stillness here. And we can slowly walk our hands back to the center here, raising our upper torso, uncrossing our legs. Taking a moment here to breathe deeply and to just notice how much more open we are in the groin and hip and glute area right now. You can feel some sort of tingling, some sort of energy flowing better, which is what we're aiming for today. So when you're ready, you can place the bolster in front of you. If you don't have a bolster, a few pillows will do just fine. And we're going to do something we haven't done yet, which is new. And you're going to be able to give me feedback afterwards. So we're going to get the left leg to bend like this behind ourselves with the left foot pointing outwards. And then we're going to extend the right leg like this. So this looks a little different than usual, and then it creates a lot of tension in various areas, which will be very beneficial for what we're doing today. So with the bolster in front of you, in this position, we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward, finding our edge and holding stillness. Some of you are so flexible, you'll be able to go all the way down onto your stomach, onto the bolster or on the floor. Some of you, like me, will just put your forearms on the bolster for support and then just see how that feels. You might feel that the back of your right leg is shaking a bit. That is just your hamstring fighting what we're trying to do. So just reconnect with your breath here. And we can slowly walk our hands back and then rolling on the right hip here. We're going to release the left leg forward. And then we can bring the right shin back, here, placing our leg in the same angle, extending the left leg out, squaring off our hips here with the bolster in front of us. And then let's take one big inhale. And exhale, walking your hands forward, placing your forearms on the bolster, going all the way down onto your belly if you can, and reconnecting with your breath as usual. And we can come out of the position very slowly, rolling onto our left hip so that we can release the right leg here. So that should feel really good. You should already see a major difference in the tightness around your hip area. So I'm going to invite you to turn onto all fours here. And this is where keeping the blocks nearby can come handy. We're going to be going into dragon pose. So being onto all four, we're going to raise the left leg back and up. And on the exhale, we're going to swing it forward, extending the right leg back here. And then you can use the block for support. So we're kind of going into a deep forward lunge here. Working on loosening up the front of the right hip flexor. So let's reconnect with our breath and sink our hips forward and down. And from here we can move our hips slowly back, walking the blocks to the center here and extending our left leg into a gentle hamstring stretch. As a counter pose, we tend to do this quite often after dragon before transitioning to the other side. So from here, we can place the blocks aside and bring the left leg back onto all fours here. So let's take one big inhale, raising the right leg up and back. Exhale, swinging that right leg forward, extending the left leg, placing the blocks on both sides here, and sinking our hips forward and down. Deep forward lunge, called dragon pose in Yin Yoga. And we can slowly move our hips back, extending the right leg here, bringing the blocks back to center for support. Gentle counter stretch. And then we can move the blocks aside, bringing the right leg back. And then touching our big toes together, bringing our knees to the edges of our yoga mat. We're gonna just bring the bolster in front of us for support here. And then sitting down on our heels, lengthening the spine, taking one big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to be walking our hands forward and coming all the way down to hug the bolster, turning our head to one side or the other, and just enjoying how that feels. As we take a beautiful moment here to relax, to enjoy the Yin Yoga practice that we gave ourselves today. We gave ourselves this beautiful time to take care of our health, to take care of our mind, to take care of our life. And we can slowly walk our hands back, closing our knees here. And we can bring the bolster in front of us, further away, going back onto all fours. We're going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, and we're going to extend the right leg back. And with the right hand, you can grab the left foot and just bring that shin forward, more in line with your yoga mat. It doesn't matter if your left shin ends up doing a 45-degree angle backwards or is totally squared off to the front. That just depends on your flexibility level. So from here, keeping the bolster in line with the center of our yoga mat and our body, we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to lower ourselves down, hugging the bolster once more. And then just fully relaxing here as we feel that nice stretch in our glute again. And we can raise our upper body, coming slowly out of this position. And then moving our hips back and up as we free the left leg back onto all fours. Nice long counter stretch here, moving our hips back, stretching the spine, shoulder blades. And then coming back onto all fours here, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg, and then with the left hand, bringing that right shin forward towards the front of our yoga mat. Now with everything in line here, we're gonna take one big inhale. Exhale, walking our hands forward, hugging the bolster, and allowing ourselves to become completely still. Letting gravity pull us down as we feel the deep stretch it is giving our right glute right now. And we can slowly walk out of this, raising our upper torso, and then moving our hips back to free the right leg. Going again into a long counter stretch here. Moving the hips all the way back, stretching the spine, shoulder blades. And then going back to center here, we can move the bolster aside and bring our legs in front of us so that we can make our way down to our backs here. So from here, we're going to keep the right leg stretched in front of us, and we're going to bring the left leg in, and with the right forearm, we're just going to hook it around the left foot like this. So we're just stretching the outside of our hip socket here. You can hold on to the left foot with your hand. You can do a hook with your forearm like this. whatever feels best for you. In the time being, you can even help yourself with both arms if that works better for you. And from here, we can bring that left leg up into half a happy baby. So keeping the right leg straight in front of us, bringing the head back to rest on the floor. We're just opening up our left leg here to the side. And then with the left hand, we're just pulling on the left foot down towards the ground, going into a nice deep stretch here. Enjoying how this feels. And we can release the left leg, extending it in front of us. From here, we're going to bring the right knee in, and then bring that right shin towards ourselves, holding on to the right foot, or then using both hands to pull that right foot closer to our chest as we feel a deep stretch on our external here, hip socket. So just do whatever works for you. You can even hold the knee here with the right hand, left hand here. Basically, any way you want to pull that right leg towards yourself that works for you will work into stretching that outside right hip socket. So I'm going to leave that to you guys to figure out what you want to do. What feels right, what works well, and what gives you that stretch that we're seeking at this present moment. And from here, we can bring that right leg up in the air, holding on to the right foot with the right hand, and then pulling it to the side here towards the floor as we feel that nice deep stretch in the right hip socket, right inner groin, and a bit in front of the left hip flexor here, since that left leg is extended in front of us. And we can extend that right leg back in front of us, coming all the way down to Savasana, our final position for today's class. So taking some space on your yoga mat, palms up towards the ceiling, relaxing your neck, your jaw, your whole body, and just enjoying this peaceful moment of rest. So you can stay in Savasana for as long as you want. This is your practice, your moment, and there is nothing else that you need to do right now than being fully present here with me today. So I hope you enjoyed this class. It was my pleasure to be your Yin Yoga teacher today. You can subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support myself, you can always make a donation through PayPal, which is always appreciated and the only way that I support myself currently with my YouTube channel. So thanks a lot to all of you who do that here and there. So hands at the heart, big inhale, and exhale. Namaste, guys. I'll see you on the next class. Have a good day.